It is finally happening. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the channel. This is the first video on Northern Waco, and we've got some stuff moving. We're collecting parts. We're getting some projects in line because we got to start working during the winter here in Michigan. We're in Northern Michigan, and it's going to be freezing cold this winter, so we're getting all this stuff moved around now. It is late October, and let me show you guys what we got going for today. So as we're walking up on this thing, it is nothing fancy by any means. This thing is a rusty mug. This is a 92 or 94, I think G30. This thing is rusty, but it's my practice vehicle for four-wheel drive. So we're gonna put leaf springs and a straight axle underneath the front of this, take off the two-wheel drive suspension. We're gonna be lifting this thing probably 6 inches. I think I've got a 6-inch leaf spring lift with it that I got from a buddy I bought from him. And this is gonna be the practice vehicle because I do wanna have a lifted van. It's been my dream, and I kinda wanna have this to be able to camp out of, haul the jet skis around, and just, you know, do every weekend things, you know, be able to take the jet skis around and just camp. Like, that's my goal, is just get a cool van and just camp out of it and just rip around on the stand-up. So this is the start of it. I can show you guys the front of it too. There's no motor, no trans, which is going to be even a step further for me and my buddy Ryan. We don't have to pull a motor out, but we are going to LS swap this. We do have I think we're going to put a 6.0 in this, and then I have the transmission and the T-case to go with it. So it's going to be actually a perfect setup. Everything's going to be, like I said, this is a practice vehicle. It's just something to get us going where I can actually not screw up a four-wheel drive setup, and then I can find a nicer van and I can just take all the components, swap them over to the nicer van, and we'll be good to go. We already did all the hard work, and I don't have to worry about re-drilling or welding stuff up or whatever. So like I said, it's nothing fancy, but it's something to get us started. I'm going to bring you guys in the garage here, and I'm going to show you some other parts we've been collecting for this van build. These are 99 through 2004. Axles, straight axles. They came off of I think a Super Duty F250. So these are going to work out pretty good. We're going to have to clean all these things up, and then hopefully these leaf springs over here will bolt up to those. And this is the 6-inch lift I was telling you about. I got all these with a whole bunch of box of parts. It's just a rough country. Like I said, 6-inch lift. Hopefully it works. We're going to make sure, but if not, we're going to start fabbing some stuff up, because that's going to be the whole point of this video, is pretty much get everything in line and get everything going to its designated spots, because we need to start organizing stuff for the winter time. This is another jet ski project that we've got. This has the 701 that I need, and there's my 2011 Super Jet, but I need the motor out of this. So this is other parts we've been collecting for the channel. I'm trying to get a freestyle ski, so I'm gonna just get a mild. I'm gonna start this 701 build. I'm gonna do a mild build just so I can start jumping off and spinning off waves and flipping off waves and stuff like that. So a freestyle ski is in the future. I have a couple lined up here that I'm going to be looking at from buddies and also on the internet that I found. But this is a 650 that I want to put into a wave jammer. So like I said, we're collecting parts. So I've got to go downstate, get a wave jammer. I've got to get some other tires and rims and just some other random parts and pieces for my builds coming up. But I'd like to actually take the bottom of this jet ski right here and cut out the pump housing and everything, and then graft that into the bottom of the wave jammer. But I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get this winter, just because all I want to do is get the 701 pull out of this, and this is going to be the carcass of the jet ski. Like I said, I'm just going to hold on to this just in case I need to cut the bottom out, because I want to be able to, instead of having the 130 or 133 millimeter pump that's in the wave jammers, I want to have the one, I think this is a 144. So I'd like to have the bigger pump just so we can get going faster, and we're going to have a 650 in it. But if not, I'll just get a B-pipe for this 650, and I'll just upgrade the impeller, and that'll be the basis of what we'll start doing for the springtime, be able to get the wave jammer on the water. All right, I think we got everything loaded. We're going to leave the axles here until I get my mini skid. We actually load them up on the trailer and haul them over there as well.
This is the driveway? Jesus.
Van has arrived. Putting his van in the spot. We're out in this field. Hopefully we can get out here. We're on hook. See if we can tow this puppy out. This is where the van is going to sit until we start working on it the next couple weeks. We'll be back. This thing will be torn apart. All right, a couple months later, we are in the snow. This is pretty much the end of December, and the jet ski gods are with us. I pretty much came across a freestyle ski, and I came across a couple wave jammers actually. I'm wanting to only buy one, but of course, when a deal pops up, you gotta jump on it. So I'm spending a little bit more money than I wanted to, but I'm gonna get a couple of them. Hopefully we can fit them in the back of my truck. I don't have a trailer, it's winter time. I got snow pushed everywhere, and I got my trailers blocked. So hopefully we can fit them in the bed of my truck here. We're gonna see how it goes, and I'll show you guys once we get there. Next morning, we are back. I had to go to work, so I really couldn't record, but these things are multiplying. We have 2 wave jammers. We've got other jet skis now in the shop, and it's getting out of hand. We came originally to go look at this wave jammer 2.5 hours away, and it's in a little bit rougher shape than what I'd like. You can see all the gel coats cracking on each side up here. There's some random fiberglass work. I'm not sure what's going on there. But then he said he had another one, and we couldn't turn it down. This one's in a lot better shape, but they both still don't run. They're 500s. I don't really care about the shape that much because I'm going to be, kind of redoing them anyway. But they still are in a little rougher shape. And you can see here, this, he said that smack the dock. I'm not really sure how, you'll whack one that hard, but it is what it is. They don't run. Either way, we're not really worried about them running just because this bottom is going to be getting cut out of that, and the VXR bottom is going to be going in that. I'm going to be grafting that in there. We have the 650 to go in this as well. If I can find another 701, I will. But this is the second major puzzle piece to our little winter build series here. We've got the van going. We've got these wave jammers going, at least one of them. And then if someone wants to buy this one or whatever the case is, this is in a lot better shape. But it is what it is. You couldn't turn them down. We're 2.5 hours away. We paid $900 for the pair. It's a little bit more than what I wanted to, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys can see in here, but we got the seats, we got the gas tank. There's some random nuts and bolts and other stuff down here. So the other one has got some work to do, but we're going to be cutting the bottom out of it. So it is what it is. We've just got parts and pieces, and we can make everything look as good as it needs to be once the time actually comes. It's just wild how some of this stuff just comes together sometimes. The people that it just falls into place. I'm going to have to get this thing pulled out, show you guys what we got. But this is actually a pretty good Christmas present. I can't tell you how much I'm actually excited about getting this sucker out and getting a motor in it. Here it is, pulled out of the truck. Water Dog Customs ROKR. I'm not too sure on the measurements, but from what I've heard and talking with a couple of buddies, they're super short haul. I haven't been around them in all honesty, but we're going to be testing out definitely this summer. I am super pumped. No motor, electronics, or exhaust in it. Everything else ready to roll. I'm kind of skeptical about some stuff that I have seen on here, so I'm going to kind of go through it and show you guys what's up on it, but it's definitely a good starter haul for Freestyle. So this is the third major part of the puzzle that we're looking for, and we finally found one right here on Christmas. So this is pretty much sweet, couple days before Christmas, and I am super pumped to be able to pick this thing up and start working on it during the winter.